Mark, the start of this game, do you feel like it was more energy on their part versus your part, or execution? Think or maybe a combination of the two to just keep you able to get off to the start of the game too?
Yeah, certainly a combination. Credit them, first of all, they were ready to play, and they did everything better than us from the jump tonight. So dug ourselves a hole. Thought we tried to drum it up a couple different times, but they did a good job of holding us off as well. So we can learn from it. Obviously, not our best punch, but again, tip our hat to them for going and getting the game the way they did.
You got the score almost had wheels. It feels like it's serious. Why did that change?
I'm not sure. I mean, we'll go back and look at it. It was a combination of things. I thought their defensive pressure and physicality definitely stood out early. And they were definitely throwing the first punch in the game. That had a lot to do with it. Schematically, they were a little different tonight, but not a ton. I just thought they were way more physical than we were forceful on that end of the floor, and they were way more forceful than we were physical on the other end of the floor. And that's a tough combination.
Ended up being a deficit of the season, but every win in the Memphis series, obviously turned out to happen. What feels different about this game
I can't hear you. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I got you.
Yeah, obviously the Memphis series will go down.
Biggest deficit. I got that.
Right. So I guess why do you feel like to fight to this league today when you did?
I mean, a combination of how they played and how we played. I mean, I would never discredit the effort that they put forth. I mean, they went and got the game tonight. They were way better than us, obviously, in every facet. Can't isolate it to one thing. They just holistically were much better than we were. Like I said, I thought we tried to drum up some energy at different points in the game, but they obviously were able to hold us off because they really ran through the 48 minutes.
Did you feel any different about
The looks, I think we generate a lot more of a rhythm in the other games than we did tonight, and I thought that impacted our rhythm stepping into those shots, and so some of that again was them. I thought they did a great job offensively and defensively, especially from the jump, and some of that's us, and we need to, obviously address the stuff we can control and be a much better team in game 4 if we want to give ourselves a better chance than we had tonight.
Were there some signs early in this one that were sort of concerning as far as effort or just intensity or physicality?
I mean, obviously they threw the first punch, but we've been so good all season at being able to take a punch and bounce back, take a punch and turn the game, amp up our whatever we need. And that wasn't the case as much tonight, but it's not like early, I was overly concerned. It's a 48-minute game, and we've been a team that's typically kept coming, but they just, give them credit. They kept their foot on the gas tonight, and we were just never able to give ourselves any traction in the game.
I think I know the answer to this one, but confident you guys could just put this one behind you.
It's been, who we are generally. We know the ebbs and flows of a playoff series. We've been on the other end of games like this, and they have been pretty predictive of the next game either. So we do have to look at it and address the things that went awry for us tonight. But at the same time, it'll be a new game. It'll be 0-0 when game 4 starts.
Mark, some of the things that you guys took we've seen two teams with pressure, pumping people off the cuts, getting over screens, not allowing them to screen. Minnesota displayed some of those same traits tonight. Were you guys bothered by that a little bit, or how do you kind of counter that a little bit going forward as we go on game 4?
Yeah, they're a good team. That's played very well for a long time now, and they have a lot of pride. And they probably felt like they left something on the table in terms of how they played in the first 2 games. And to their credit, they addressed that and they were ready to go tonight. So like I said, it's a series. Every game's different. Every series is different. You have to grow through the series, and you got to grow through things you do well, and you got to grow through the adversities as well. we've got experience doing that, and we have to apply that right now.
Coach, Jalen seems really unlocked his offense these first few games of the series. What do you see differently in this game today?
I mean, it's not just him. I think generally they were just much more physical, much sharper, executed better, more forceful on offense. I mean, for the score to be what it was, they needed to be really good in a lot of areas and outplay us in a lot of areas, and that's what they did. So, again, give them credit. You lose a game like that, it's not just one team. They really took it to us, and we're ready to play. We got to learn a lesson from it. They're going to come out and try to replicate that in Game 4.
How do you think Ant was able to seize control of the game the way he did basically the Joker did?
Yeah, we just weren't able to bottle him up the way that we have the first couple games. Credit them for freeing him up. Credit him for the energy and the force that he played with. He was really on it early. And again, their force on that end of the floor just was better than our physicality, pressure, things that we typically do well. So we'll look at it. We'll separate out what was just pure physicality and energy, what was execution. We'll address it and be a better team in Game 4. That's what